SMEs are the backbone of the Philippine economy. Unionbank has laid down the groundwork for creating an ecosystem helping businesses through an integrated user experience connecting key stakeholders in the ecosystem. SMEs can now have immediate access to financial service providers, points of sale or POS, accounting, inventory, human resources, tax and payroll services, supply chain management, and providing business communities and engagement in B2B and B2C marketplaces. In building that ecosystem, Unionbank Globallinker was born. It's an online platform with social networking capabilities that help SMEs manage and grow their businesses. On their first year of launch, they already have 33,000 SMEs signed up in the platform. Their promise: to become a one-stop hub for business owners. 4 pillars. Network with potential partners and suppliers from a global network of SMEs. Engage with thought leaders and create your own topics for discussion. Avail exclusive deals and offers from business solutions that will help aid an SME's business. Create a DIY e-commerce shop, linker.store.
I think one major role that Globallinker plays is its ability to create a digital platform that for business growth. It's a huge help because it provides for an avenue where businesses can interact, learn, and at the same time expand their networks.
Well, as a social media platform, Globallinker helps build the community of SMEs and link them to the right markets, suppliers, financiers, and advisors.
I've actually established a contact in Philippines who is interested in my product, and we are working on ways how we can do that. So hopefully, it materializes.
The future of the SME sector in the Philippines is endless. With fintech, business growth can accelerate by breaking down barriers, setting up important connections, and moving daily activities. Success is definite. It's just waiting to happen. The growth of SME filters to all levels of the Philippine society. This sector employs more than 60% of Filipinos. So many lives will be transformed with the success of SMEs. Unionbank Globallinker will be there to make it happen.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the 22nd edition or episode of Bounce Back Time to Shine practical coaching series. No? And we would like to first of all thank Unionbank Globallinker and Resellee for allowing this series to help support our micro, small, and medium enterprises. I'm Antonio del Carmen. I'm a seasoned entrepreneur, and I'm also a professor at the Ateneo Graduate School. And I'm very happy to be having this opportunity to share with you my experiences. And today, we will be talking about how we can survive, revive, and thrive during these very challenging times. For those of you who are watching this live, thank you for joining me this morning. And for those who will be watching this on a replay, thank you also for taking time out. And I hope that this morning's session will give us new insights on how we can really move forward and not only survive, but eventually thrive even during these difficult times. No? So at this time, I would like to share with you my slides. No? Can you see my slides? All right. No? So the topic for this morning is survive, revive, and thrive. No? And we would like to not only stay afloat during these difficult times, but we need to already prepare for that new normal that they are talking about. No? And as we prepare for that new normal, we'd like to be able to also organize, reorganize, or redesign our enterprises so that we will have that opportunity to scale in that new normal environment that they are talking about. No? Well, for the past year, uh, we have been locked down, no? And we have been experiencing a lot of uncertainties brought out by this COVID-19. No? And while things seems to be improving, we have seen flattening of the curve. Of course, during the Christmas season, medyo nagkaroon siya ng upward blip, no? But well, at least we can see some flattening somehow. And the good news is they say that the vaccine is already here. We just need to be able to put our actions in place so that we can really roll it out. No, but uh, the uncertainties are still there. We can still feel the negative effects that this pandemic has brought, not only uh, to ourselves, because we have been locked down for almost 1 year. It will be our 1 year anniversary next month of lockdown, no? And in terms of businesses, no, unfortunately, we've seen a lot of micro, small, and medium enterprises, and even large ones, no, closing down. No, to date, over 4,000 businesses have shut down, and this has affected over 5 million Filipinos losing their jobs. No, uh, we're hoping that things will be better. No, unfortunately, last year we were also hit by typhoons, by earthquakes, flooding. No, recently we've been hearing news about Taal volcano acting up again. No, and for this year, we can expect another 21 typhoons. No, to enter our Philippine area of responsibility. No, so if seems that this COVID-19 is not enough, no, uh, there's still more to come, no. So we need to really prepare ourselves, be ready for such all of these eventualities, no, and make allow us to uh, be able to adjust to this continuous crisis that is happening in our environment because of the changing uh, environment that we are all experiencing. No? Well, in Chinese, they have a term for crisis. They call it Wei Ji, which means a time of danger and a time of opportunity. No? What actually makes crisis difficult is its unexpected and unpredictable nature, no, and it affects everybody. young and old, rich or poor, no, a startup or established enterprise, no. Uh, in fact, there is a scripture, if I may just read it to you. The swift do not always win the race, nor the mighty win the battle, nor the wise always have the food, nor do the intelligent always have the riches, nor do those with knowledge always have success, because time and unexpected events. But uh, in spite of that uncertainty that we might be feeling, no, uh, time and again we have seen that out of clutter eventually comes order, simplicity. Even Albert Einstein has said that from discord find harmony, that in the middle of difficulty lies opportunities. You know? So what's really difficult for us to do during crisis is looking at that positive aspect of wage of crisis. No, it's easy to see the danger because we feel it, we experience it. No, but conditioning our minds to really look at that opportunity is something that we need to learn, that we need to acquire and train our minds to do, so that we can survive and eventually revive ourselves during this crisis. No? I have a favorite uh, quotation, and I always share this to my students. No? Ang sabi ko, ang mga nakakakita ng hindi nakikita ng iba, ang siyang kikita. No? Which is really our ability to see beyond what is currently happening, no, and take action so that we can move from this crisis situation, no, to eventually bring ourselves, bring our business to a situation that will allow us to adapt and survive and revive our businesses uh, once the crisis has been settled. No? So it is really a mindset that we want, no? And our goal in this crisis is really to go through these three processes, no? Because if we just focus on merely surviving, no, uh, it will eventually lead us to, we're just delaying the closure, no? We cannot just focus on survive. We need also to think about how to revive and eventually thrive, no, during these challenging times, no. So we need to condition our minds. We need to actually make a decision that we will take on this perspective, no, of going through these three phases, these three levels, no, and we should not be content in during this time of just merely surviving. No? So oh, let's talk about that. Let's talk about the strategies, no, that will allow us to move from one level uh, to the next. No? Strategies to survive. Of course, we always say that we need to stay above water, no, so that we can continue breathing during this time of difficulties. No? And how do we do that? Well, the first of all, we need to accept and acknowledge that we are in this difficult situation. No? There are people kasi na nasa state of denial pa, no? Hirap. And minsan because of frustration maybe, no, because of the difficulty in the challenges, no, gumi-give up na, no? And the longer you try to avoid the problem, the longer it will be for us to be able to address it, no? So acknowledging the situation, no, that it exists, that there are things that we cannot control, no, and regardless of what you feel about it, no, we need to be able to face it head on, no, and try to think it through, no, so that ano bang magagawa ko or kaya kong gawin, no, during these challenging times, no. So acceptance of the situation is one phase, no, and being able to find ways to adapt, no, uh, to that situation. Dahil unless we accept, nandun tayo sa denial and wait and see attitude. Sige, hintayin na lang nating dumating talaga yung vaccine at ma-vaccinate lahat, tsaka tayo gagalaw, no? That might be too late if we wait for it that time, no? If there is a need for us to redirect our passion or recalibrate our goals, no, then this is the time that we should be doing that, no? So after we have accepted that, then the better way to allow us to develop new perspectives and be able to identify new opportunities is to block negative thoughts, no. Well, survival should be seen as a short-term perspective, no. We should condition our mind that okay, we will survive today, no, because tomorrow ready na ako. We have to transform these negative thoughts and uncertainties into opportunities for learning and growth, no. So ang dami naman nating nakikitang nangyayaring ganyan, di ba? For example, what has e-commerce done for us, no? Even the micro and small enterprises, no, can now compete even with the branded ones, no? Just because nag e-commerce na rin sila, they're also present in that platform, no? So meron namang mga positive things like that that allows us, no, to find a space for us to remain above waters, no. So let's try to block those negative situations, no. Kung dati open yung restaurant mo at maganda yung volume mo, no, and because of the pandemic you need to close shop, no, there are find other ways, no, to adapt to that situation, and we're seeing people doing that, no. Kaya lang yung pag-iisip ng nauuna kasi yung negative thoughts, no. What we have to look at is the positive side. We have to remain optimistic, no, even during these times of pandemic, no. So besides just blocking those negative thoughts, no, we have to develop that positive mindset, no. We need to plan, no, and expect things that, you know, darating yan, pero meron akong plano, meron akong pwedeng gawin, no. There is this technique that they call inversion thinking, no, na I think Jason De La Rosa also mentioned this in his book, The Practical Entrepreneur, no. And really it's the ability to be able to to see what can possibly happen, no? And try to avoid those actions that can lead to those negative consequences, no? Yun yung inversion thinking, no? So that while you are trying to identify those possible things that can happen, no, you're actually looking at new possibilities. Paano ba ako magda-divert ng action ko, no? This is forthcoming. Talagang hihina ang benta ko during this pandemic, no? So kung hindi ako gagalaw, that will become worse, no? So ano yung pwede kong gawin, no? So that hindi doon mapunta yung consequence nung aking inaction or nung aking action, no? So there are other positive approaches that we can think about, no? Ang importante lang, no, for us to stay above water is that we have to adopt this positive mind, no? Alam ko mahirap during na puro negative yung nakikita natin, no? Makikinig lang tayo ng news kung minsan. Eto na naman sila, no? Ganun na naman ang reaction natin, no? But try to look for that positive note or positive situation, no, that we can take advantage of, no, instead of just basking on the negative effects, no. It's very helpful dahil especially during this time, no, mentally depressed na ang maraming tao, no. So we need to keep that positive mind so that we can maintain that happy disposition. Yung health natin apektado na rin ngayon, no? With this lockdown. But if we keep that positive attitude and that positive outlook, no, kahit yung self-confidence natin to move forward, no, kahit yung ability natin to think of alternatives that will bring us back to more viable and feasible operations. Pwede nating makita yan, no? And siguro, let's look at also the positive things that are happening right now. Naka-lockdown kayo for 1 year. You strengthened probably family relationships, no? May mga nakilala kayong new friends, no? Even during kahit na Zoom meetings lang, no? You see that you can handle more things in one day dahil you don't need to waste your time traveling, no? And ako nga minsan sabay-sabay na meeting, I'm able to handle it already. Dati from one meeting tatakbo ka to the next, late ka na o tapos na, no? So there are positive things that are happening, no? And even our environment, no? Pag dumudungaw ako ngayon, tinakita kong sky natin, parang mas maaliwalas, no? Mas fresh ang air, no? Probably because of the lockdown, nag-improve yung pollution natin, di ba? Medyo nabawasan, no? And look at those small things, and that will give you a sense of positivism, no? So keep that mind on that positive note, no? That positivism also will allow us to be versatile in our planning and in our decision making, no? Importante na flexible tayo, adaptable tayo sa situation, no? And yung resourcefulness natin mas naho-home natin, no? So, well, we saw a lot of people na nag-adapt, di ba? Yung mga chef na wala ng trabaho, nag-set up sila ng kanilang sariling food delivery business, no? Yung isang OFW, no, na nawalan din ng trabaho. He started chili garlic oil business with his wife, and now their whole family is now involved in that, and they're doing very well, no? Even yung mga artista nga, ba? Si Ding Dong Dantes is trying to launch this food delivery app, no, to help pati yung mga displaced entertainment workers na kasama niya, no? So let's look at that and how we can flex our muscles, no, and maybe develop new muscles, no, or new talents, no, that we can hone, no, so that we can be flexible, we can adapt, no. Kasi kung sasabihin na, hindi, ito lang ang alam ko ito lang ang kaya kong gawin, walang need ngayon dyan, tigil na lang, no. Then again, you're not surviving, no. So you need to think of how you can be flexible, how you can adapt, no. What are those resources that may be available to you, no? Kung minsan nga hindi na resources kung minsan network lang no? Talk to your community, talk to your friends, no? Ano bang pwede nating gawin, no? So that we can work on certain new projects together, no? Well, another way to survive is to lose weight, no? And this is I say that focus on what you can gain by losing, no? And this is not only about our physical health, although syempre marami tayong na lockdown, medyo nadagdagan siguro yung weight natin dahil hindi tayo masyadong active, no? But we need to also take care of our physical bodies. So siguro kailangan nag-exercise na rin tayo, gumagalaw tayo, no? But this is also true in business, no? Maintaining the right size in operations, no, to match yung revenue level ninyo ngayon, no, can make it viable and sustainable, no. For example, eliminating yung mga slow-moving product lines natin, no, or yung inventory natin, no. Kung dati we have 10, 20, or 30 SKUs in our business, baka kailangan bawasan natin. Let's focus on the fast-moving items lang, no? And it's not only in operations. Minsan yun nga, I also have a school, and unfortunately I have to let go of some of our part-time faculty, no, and I just focused on yung mga regulars namin, no, so that they can continue their work, no. So tignan natin, i-break natin yung operations natin into segments, no, and try to see alin ba dito, no, sa unit na to, sa department na to ang medyo pwede nating i-reduce, no. Sometimes I resorted to, sige, skeleton force tayo ngayon, no. So because lower yung revenue natin, no, but at least kung skeleton force, meron pa rin silang income kahit medyo bumaba, no. At least I'm trying to maintain them, no. But pwede nating i-assess yung operations natin that way, no, and you can break it down into chunks, no, and see, no. There is a good exercise, they call it scamper, no, and it is an ideation process that you can use, no, But ang importante doon, i-break down ninyo. Alin ba ang dito sa operations ko ang pwede kong i-substitute, no? Or ano ba yung pwede kong i-combine na processes, no? Or alin ba yung pwede kong i-rearrange, no? Or i-maximize or i-minimize, no? Or put into new use or a different use, no? Or maybe which one can I totally eliminate or replace? Yun yung acronym ng scamper, no? So you can Google that and you can see and use that as an exercise. Kung minsan kasi kahit yung pag-isip natin, dapat lagyan natin ng process, ng procedure eh. Dahil may tendency na dahil depressed tayo or nahihirapan tayo sa situation, medyo kalat-kalat din tayo mag-isip, no? But putting a framework of how we can think about ideas and how we can talk to our people at mag-sharing tayo using that framework, no, can probably bring in ideas that we can look at, no. So for us to survive, no, we need to do these things, no. We need to accept and acknowledge a situation. We need to block those negative thoughts and think about positive things. Be optimistic, no? So that in our optimism, we can be flexible. We can be versatile. We can think about new ideas, no? And in the process of ideation, we can find ways to make our businesses sustainable by eliminating some excesses that we currently don't need, no. So focusing on survival, no, can give us new insights again on how we can run our business, no. But as I said, no, okay to think about survival, but don't stop there, no. We need to think of how we can revive our businesses, no. Well, ngayon that IATF is starting to open up the economy, no, dapat ready na tayo, no. So we should think about, sige, paano ba natin bibigyan ng life uli itong aking business so that it can start off again, no. And the first thing to look at is what can I control in my business? Ano bang controllable dito sa situation, no? Kasi mahirap kung iisipin natin yung uncontrollable dahil that will only lead to inaction eh, no? Hindi mo naman kaya makontrol eh, no? So just focus on the controllable, no? So that kasi yung controllable, actionable yon, no? And focusing on what is controllable will also allow clarity of your mind, no? Dahil hindi siya cluttered ng mga uncertainties and difficult situations na wala ka namang magawa eh, no? So focusing on those controllable aspects of your operations will give you clarity of mind so that you will know paano ba ipipivot ngayon itong business ko, no? And probably with your ideation and your scamper activities, no, makakakuha kayo ng new insights so that you can move on, no? And well, one of the best things that is also the positive things that's also happening now is collaboration, no. Ang daming mga entrepreneurs that are now learning, no, na with simple collaboration, no? Working together, aligning yung business ng isa with theirs, no? Nagkakaroon ng bagong opportunities, di ba? We see some restaurants that are sharing their different brands, their different products, no? We see a lot of outsourcing opportunities, di ba? Instead, for example, of you maintaining a whole accounting department, no? Pwede mo na lang i-outsource yan, no? So that mas makakamura ka pa, no? And mas sigurado ka pa na medyo yung kausap mo are already bihasa or experts in that line of business, no? So collaborate, cooperate, no? Share resources with entrepreneurs, no? This is the time that we can really use this situation so that we can tulungan eh. In fact, kaya ako natutuwa doon sa community ng bounce back, no? Is because I see that this has become a platform for entrepreneurs, no, to collaborate, no, share ideas, no, share resources, no, and even share clients, di ba? Dahil ang mga clients naman, marami naman needs yan eh. So, if we have a client who is buying from us a certain product, no, for sure, merong service requirement yung client na yan, no? So, if you have partnered with another entrepreneur who can provide that service, no, di pwede kayo mag-collaborate. In the process, pwede ka ring maka-generate ng additional revenue, referral fee, no? So, win-win situation talaga for all, no? So, keep that focus, no? So, tignan nyo lang yung mga pwede nating gawin together, kaya ninyong makontrol, no? And yung wala tayong magawa, medyo sige, i-park nyo na muna yan sa tabi dahil there's really a waste of time just focusing on what we cannot really control, no? And then once we see that, then let's focus on productivity, no? And when I say productivity, we need to see na hindi lang tayo nag-ooperate, no? Pero we need to start thinking of how we can become more efficient, no? Baka kailangang tignan natin yung ating input, throughput, output processes, no? Ano bang dapat baguhin doon, no? Ano bang nagbago sa needs and wants ng clients, no? So that pwede rin nating baguhin yung processes natin, no? Or yung inputs natin. Kasi inputs natin can be your human resource, yung raw materials ninyo, no? Yung facilities ninyo, no? Ano bang kailangan baguhin doon, no? So that it can provide that yung nagbagong need and want ng inyong mga customer, no? Or baka yung process mismo, yung throughput, no, ang kailangan nating baguhin, no? But we need to focus on trying to become efficient, no? And at the same time ensure na yung quality ng ating product or service, no, remains the same dahil alam niyo yung mga customers ngayon, no, sila medyo stressed din sila, di ba? So kung hindi natin sila mabibigyan ng delight or mapapasaya dun sa product na binili nila sa atin or yung service na provide natin, they easily feel na harang tong product o service na to, di ba? So you lose that right away. Very sensitive sila ngayon, no? So small businesses should also think about ensuring na we are providing quality product or service to our clients, no, in spite of uh, these challenging times, no. So focus on productivity. Isama ninyo yun sa ideation ninyo, no, yung equation of how can I make my operations more efficient, no, and more provide more product or service to my client, no. So you need to constantly review and check itong input, throughput, output process ninyo so that things can really move forward, no. As we do that, we will probably need to redesign and reinvent our processes, no, even our product line or services, di ba? In when I discuss about business life cycle to my students, no, I always tell them that the key to continuously growing your business is innovation, no. So kung may na-discover ka sa iyong product or service that made it saleable, no, don't stop there, no. You should continue innovating and making it better, no, and making it different dahil eventually competitors gagayahin ka naman kung maganda yung ginagawa mo, di ba? Ganun naman sa negosyo, no? We should accept that, no? So, o di okay lang, gayahin ninyo. Ibig sabihin, for me, ang ibig sabihin pag ginagaya yung business ko, maganda yung business ko, no? But I should not stop and be satisfied na maganda yung business ko, no? I need to continuously redesign and reinvent my business, no, so that yung life cycle na eventually magmamature siya and magde-decline, no, I can arrest that because of new innovation. Magiging continuous yung growth, no, and this is what established companies have been doing, no. Tignan ninyo yung aralin ninyo yung mga established businesses, yung mga branded na, no. You will see that there is continuous reinvention, redesigning, no, and innovation, no. In fact, there is a new word being used now in business. You need to regenerate, no, regenerate your business, no, dahil because of this crisis, no, maraming natanggal, naputol na aspects ng iyong operations, no, and you need to be able to find ways to regenerate those areas, no, and you can only do that if you use your innovative and creative minds, no, so that you can move your business forward, no? So to revive your business, no, think about collaboration, think about cooperation, think about your networks, no, improve productivity levels, no, by being more efficient and ensuring that quality remains as a major component and major attribute of your product or service, no, and regenerate your business, continuously redesign, reinvent things, no, look at innovative ways to be able to do this, no? And finally, what we want is to be able to ride the tide, no, and we need to learn how to surf, no, so that kasi yung challenges na yan parang tides yan merong dating ng dating, no, so you should be able to learn to ride the tide, no, and dapat parang magiging surfer tayo, no. And how do we do this? Look at your skills, your competencies, no. Baka kailangang i-enhance ninyo yung competencies ninyo. You may need to learn new skills, new approaches, adapt new systems, no. uh, get more competent people, no? But you need to identify the changes that needs to be done, no? So that you can address this new situation and thrive in it, no? Uh, there has been a lot of talk about the skills of the future, no? And these are just some of the skills that you can think about adapting for yourselves, di ba? Yung pagka tech savvy ninyo, yung digital transition ninyo to the digital environment, di ba? Yung isa nating yung Resellee, di ba? Yung dropshipping strategies, e-commerce and social networking. How can you adapt that in your business, no? And even as basic as understanding cash flow, kung hindi ka ganun dati ka proficient in looking at the finances of your company dahil bank book lang ang kine-check mo, basta may laman, ayos ka pa, no? But now you need to understand more how your cash flow is being sustained and maintained, di ba? No? A lot of us went into home gardening or home maintenance. No, this might be new skills that you are learning, but it's probably helping you become a better person. Maybe think better, no, and repurpose your even yung aspirations ninyo in life, no. So adapt and learn these skills, no, and don't only learn them, no, be adept in them, no. Galingan ninyo yung pag um, acquire ninyo ng skills na yan, no. I recall when I started my school, no, wala naman akong masyadong naintindihan about education, no. But because I wanted to really learn it, no, I took a PhD in education, no, and now I'm really very much immersed in that community, no, and it's helping me become more innovative and creative in what I do, no. Uh, as you acquire more skills, no, you will be able to see insights that will allow you to develop win-win solutions, no. So kasi pag win-win ang approach natin in our business, no, nagiging unselfish tayo eh. Tinitignan natin yung ano bang benefit talaga to the community, benefit sa mga tao, benefit sa consumer, and all stakeholders, no. The key to success really is having that win-win mindset, no. Hindi lang ikaw dapat ang makinabang dito sa business na to, no. Dapat lahat nung suppliers mo, customers mo, and even the community where your business is located, no, dapat makinabang. And that is how you will thrive in your industry, in your business, no. Dahil kung namamatay din naman yung mga community where you are, mahirap i-sustain yung business mo, no. More so, it won't thrive, no. But if you constantly look on how your product, your service, your business, no, can help other people also move forward, no, masaya lahat, di ba? Then you will see that that will create a positive impact not only on your people, in your business, no, but to you as well as a person, no. I like this quotation na it's kind of a win-win solution, no. The glory goes to him and the blessings fall down on me, no. So let's think about that if we want to thrive in our business, no. It's also a time, as I said, to strengthen relationships, no? Yung collaboration and cooperation are the best ways to develop your network or circle of friends, no? You will be building bridges, no? New bridges, maybe new opportunities for your business if you strengthen and look at developing relationships, no, with co-entrepreneurs, uh, with the community, even, no. So look for that um, uh, opportunity na pwede kayong makikolaborate. Kaya nga itong bounce back communities, and there are a lot of other communities that have surfaced, no? Participate in them. Tignan ninyo how you can look for this network collaboration that you can work on, no? And finally, for us to thrive, we should be future oriented, no? This is actually one of the best lessons I've learned as an entrepreneur, no? I have to look long term. I have to look at my business not just for uh, what I can earn from it today, no, but in fact I look at how I can develop a legacy, no. Tinitignan, ito bang business na to pwede ko ipamana to, no? Dahil if you look long term, no, then your actions, no, in building up your enterprise will also have strong foundations. Gusto mong matibay yung foundation ng business mo because you want this business to outlive you, no? Hindi yung pag tigil ka na, wala na yung negosyo mo, di ba? The best businesses I've seen are those that has outlived its founders, no? Di ba? Si Henry C. wala na, but look at how uh, the SM group is continuously thriving in spite of these difficulties, no? And they will survive, no? And they will thrive, no? And even Hans C. baka hopefully hindi naman kaagad, but baka mawala din siya, but the next generation will still benefit. That is how you build an enterprise. That is how you build a brand for your business. And that is how you should look at your business kahit na start-up ka pa lang, no? Pangarapin mo na yon, i-aspire mo na yon, no? Because if you make that as your foundation, no, papatibayin mo eh. And you will put things in place that will allow your business to continuously operate for the long term. So ride the tide, no? So that you can thrive in this new normal, no? If you need to enhance your skills, go ahead and learn it, no? But always look for that win-win solution, no? Be unselfish in your aspirations, in your objectives, no? Hindi lang ikaw dapat ang makinabang. Lahat tayo dapat makinabang dito, no? And if all of us will be looking at that, no, eh baka pati yung mga government natin eventually will find a less corrupt environment, no? And develop relationships, no? Strengthen them, find new relationships, no? And most importantly, be future oriented. So maybe at this point, I just would like to stop, no? There are I have other slides, maybe run through ko lang ng konti, no? Some of the concrete steps that you can look at, no? To survive, revive, and thrive, no? protect yung operating cash ninyo, no? Kahit kumonti siya, no? Just make sure that you are prudent enough to use your available cash, no? Kaya yung eliminate kanina, importante yon. Maybe eliminate fringe benefits, eliminate other perks na hindi muna kailangan ngayon, no? Remember that if you run out of cash, it will choke your business to death very quickly, no? So protect that, no? And protect your clients, no? Acquiring new customers costs 5 to 25 times more than keeping an existing customer, no? So kung nandyan sila, keep them happy, keep them satisfied, no? And probably the best way to make sure that they're protected is understand their needs and wants. Nagbago yung behavior nila, fine. Nagbago yung needs and wants nila, understand it and adapt to those, no? Constantly communicate with them, yung mga clients ninyo, no? And give them access dahil ngayon ang hirap nga because of the lockdowns and all of that. Find ways to maintain that connection, no? And most importantly, maintain that fun, cordial, and personalized relationship with your clients. That will keep them in your business, no? So some additional suggestions, no, that you can look at, no? Protect also your people, no? Especially during this situations, no? Wag natin tipirin yung pagsasanitize natin, pag-provide natin sa kanila ng protective facilities, yung pag-relay out natin if we need to go to work, no? How do we ensure na protected sila lahat, no? Or we can adapt the work from home scheduling or yung skeletal workforce, no? Adjust natin yung front end and back end operations natin, no? Kaya nga outsourcing might be a good strategy para hindi tayo masyadong magme-maintain ng malaking workforce, no? And always look at contingency plans, no? Look for how we can improve our businesses and environment, no? So alam naman natin, tignan natin yung mga changing behaviors ng customers natin, di ba? Bumaba yung willingness nila to move around, no? Yung fulfillment models, how yung deliveries ngayon are very much in demand, no? Yung consciousness nila about their health, no? So let's look at all of this changing customer behavior, no? And plan our actions or strategies, no? Along the lines of these changes that are happening, no? So that we can be ready, no? When we finally reach that new normal that we have been talking about, no? So it's good to work on short-term gains, but as I said, plan for long-term sustainability, no? We have the opportunity now to make a better place, a better world, a better business, not only for us, but also for the coming generation. So let us not waste this opportunity, no? Tignan natin how we can really work on this on the long term, no? And as a reminder, there will be continuous challenges. In fact, dun sa sharing ng yung chairman ng first gen group of companies, no, si Rick Lopez, no, sabi niya bigger waves are coming, recession, the climate change, no, maliit pa lang tong wave ng COVID-19, no. So we need to hone our leadership skills, no, so that we can address these bigger waves that are coming to us. So again, I think we need to think like stewards, no? What we have been given, let's try to make the best use of them and see how we can make it beneficial not only for ourselves but for our community. No, what will really prevent us, no, is that fear. No, we need to liberate ourselves from that fear of inaction, the fear of the uncertain. No, and we need to integrate our survival, reviving, and thriving strategies, incorporated in our operations. No, and with God's grace, I'm sure that we will eventually see the light of day, because that has been promised to us, and that we can rely on that word, that eventually all things will fall into place. So thank you, and good morning to all of you. No? At this point, I just would like to also thank again Unionbank Globallinker and Resellee for this opportunity. And I hope and I wish Bounce Back Philippines more power, and we want to be able to truly help our micro, small, and medium enterprises so that they can eventually thrive in our new business environment. So if you have questions, no, I don't know whether we still have time for them, but you can email me, and I'll be more than happy to respond to your images. No. So again, thank you for listening in. I hope that kahit papano, I was able to give you some insights on how we can conquer our fears and eventually not only survive and revive our business, but thrive in a whole new normal environment and make things better, not only for ourselves, but for our families, for our people, and for our community. Good day, and stay safe, be happy, think positive. Thank you, and good morning to all of you.
SMEs are the backbone of the Philippine economy. Unionbank has laid down the groundwork for creating an ecosystem helping businesses through an integrated user experience connecting key stakeholders in the ecosystem. SMEs can now have immediate access to financial service providers, points of sale or POS, accounting, inventory, human resources, tax and payroll services, supply chain management, and providing business communities and engagement in B2B and B2C marketplaces. In building that ecosystem, Unionbank Globallinker was born. It's an online platform with social networking capabilities that help SMEs manage and grow their businesses. On their first year of launch, they already have 33,000 SMEs signed up in the platform. their promise to become a one-stop hub for business owners. 4 pillars. Network with potential partners and suppliers from a global network of SMEs. Engage with thought leaders and create your own topics for discussion. Avail exclusive deals and offers from business solutions that will help aid an SME's business. Create a DIY e-commerce shop, linker.store.
I think one major role that Globallinker plays is its ability to create a digital platform that for business growth. It's a huge help because it provides for an avenue where businesses can interact, learn, and at the same time expand their networks.
Well, as a social media platform, Globallinker helps build the community of SMEs and link them to the right markets, suppliers, financiers, and advisors.
I've actually established a contact in Philippines who is interested in my product, and we are working on ways how we can do that. So hopefully, it materializes.
The future of the SME sector in the Philippines is endless. With fintech, business growth can accelerate by breaking down barriers, setting up important connections, and moving daily activities. Success is definite. It's just waiting to happen. The growth of SME filters to all levels of the Philippine society. This sector employs more than 60% of Filipinos. So many lives will be transformed with the success of SMEs. Unionbank Globallinker will be there to make it happen.